Assalamu alaikum and greetings, everyone. My name is Kimberly Ismail. I am a board certified hypnotherapist, as well as one of the teaching team members on the Learning GNM website. I am not a doctor, therefore, we'll put something up here as a disclaimer for you to know. And hold on one moment. So I did want to put this information or this disclaimer up for you that the information that you are about to receive is for informational purposes only, and it should not be used as a treatment or as a substitute for seeking medical care. Therefore, I would like you to consult your physician and or oncologist for guidance relating to your specific medical condition. I will be sharing with you some real cases, and right now I'm going to keep it really light, keep it short, but cases on a lot of the what I'm hearing going around. People are talking about colds, they're getting colds, nasal congestion, possibly sore throat, or even coughing. And they're saying that it's related to the weather, the change in the weather. It's been kind of cold here, and now it's starting to warm up. So people are getting colds-like symptoms. I hear that, oh, I must have got something from the grandchildren. The grandchildren were here and they had a cold. So they're thinking that they got whatever their symptoms from from the cold, excuse me, from the grandchildren. Oh, and this is always a good one, that something is going around. So there's something that's going around that is causing people, or because of other symptoms that people have, that it's going around and therefore causing people to have a cold. But I want you to set all that aside and just kind of be open-minded. And I'm hoping that you are already familiar with German New Medicine. If not, I would like you to go to the website. On the Learning Genome website, there is an A to Z index. If you go into search, and when you go there, you can search for common cold and read all the details. If you would like to watch a video, there's also on my website, I put a presentation, a previously recorded webinar on cold and flu. So you can look at that. This is just going to be a small snippet just to introduce you to it and just to get out there. Because for 2025 is my goal to share more of German New Medicine. I have only been seeing clients and doing webinars, which I have been doing and continuing to do. They're on the website. And I'll provide links towards the end. But know that whenever we have something, a cold or any other symptoms, if we can rule out poison, severe malnutrition, and accidents, and there's some cases where we can even assist in accidents. But I want you to know that anything else is due to emotional distress or something that catches us off guard. And we're going to talk about that, but know that we have a true mind-body connection. And Dr. Hammer takes this mind-body connection to a whole new level, which incorporates the brain. So he refers to the psyche, brain, and the organ. And he has come up with 5 biological laws, which he refers to as the new medicine. So I'm not going to go into all 5 biological laws here. Again, I invite you to the website or to look at my website to see the previous recordings. But right now, I just want you to know that whenever we have something, we're going to stick to the cold-like symptoms, specifically nasal congestion and coughing. But every disease or cold originates from a conflict shock that catches us completely off guard, meaning something happened that we was not expecting, that we did not anticipate, but it caught us off guard. The second biological law states that every significant biological special program, see, we don't say disease or cancer or even cold, runs in 2 phases. There's a conflict active phase, and where there typically are no symptoms, and then there's a healing phase. This is where we have the symptoms. This is when we say or think we are sick or have a cold. So in the 5th biological law states that every so-called disease is part of a significant biological special program that is created to assist us in coping with resolving the biological conflicts. So starting out with the common cold, if we look at the conflicts, so Dr. Hammer, based on all the brain scans that he has done, he found that the common cold is he refers to it as a scent or stink conflict. This is something, a scent or smell that's a bad that you was not expecting to smell or come across, or it could be a situation. So that stinks. For example, you are working and you only have to work every other weekend, but because someone is pretending that they're sick or they're not really sick or calling out, you're having to work. So for 1 whole month, you had to work every single weekend. So if that situation stinks to you, then this is what's going to cause the sales to decrease or ulcerate therefore causing a dry nose. You typically don't notice it. Once people learn about this, including myself, when I started learning about German medicine, I realized, oh, I got a DHS. So the DHS is the unexpected conflict. So there's always a biological purpose for everything that happens. So the widening of the nasal membrane is there to allow us to better sniff out danger. So when we heal, again, when we resolve the conflict, this is where the nasal mucosa or the membrane is refilled and replenished with the help of bacteria. So this is what causes the nasal congestion, okay? So that tissue that was lost during the conflict active phase is refilled. So we always heal in a fluid environment, so there's gonna be a runny nose. And, in order to get rid of this residual repair process, we're gonna be sneezing. So this is what a cold is. So I challenge you that if you have a cold now, take a look and see what happened. What did you just resolve? And for those, the next time you do, those do not have a cold, but the next time that you have a cold, I want you to take a look and see, what did I just get relief about? What was a situation that either smelled bad or did I resolve? So here's a real case, an example. There was a person who was complaining that she had caught something, her daughter saying something or texting something in her text, and she was shocked to see it. She ended up getting punished by it. Her phone was taken away from her. And so the mom was not expected to see that again. The key is unexpected. So she wasn't expecting to see what her daughter had written in her text with one of her friends. So she had taken her cell phone away, and this has been going on. Nasal congestion has been going on for a couple of weeks. She has already resolved it because she has the symptoms. So when she made that conscious connection that her nasal congestion dealt with the situation that occurred 2 weeks ago, she was able to get through her healing, and it went away, gradually went away within a day or two. So this is how it works. It's so simple sometimes that people don't believe it, have a hard time understanding it or dealing with it because it's so easy and so simple. Okay, another symptom I want to discuss is coughing. There are many reasons why one could cough, but the one that I'm going to discuss and share with you here is going to be a male territory fear conflict or a scare fright conflict, female scare fright conflict. During the conflict active phase, there are no symptoms. But when the person resolves their conflict, goes into healing, this is where there could be pain. There's swelling because we heal in a fluid environment. There's going to be tickling of the lungs, bronchia, therefore causes coughing. Coughing facilitates that person in bringing up phlegm, which contains the remnants of the repair process. So if it's the mucus, then it's going to be the bronchia mucosa. And if it's a dry cough, it's going to be the bronchial musculature. So I was speaking with someone, and someone had a cough. They said they had it for at least 2 or 3 weeks now. They've been taking medication and it hasn't done any good. They did go to the doctors and said that the doctor said it was just a cold. And she was under the impression, it was an elderly lady, she was under the impression that she might have pneumonia since it's going on for so long. So I had asked my question that I always do when I talk with someone when they have symptoms, just to see if they're open. Anything happen unexpectedly? Because the key to a DHS is unexpectedly, that caught you off guard. So she said, no, nothing happened. Everything was fine. Didn't, anything happen. That's okay, no problem. So I hope you feel better. And then I ended up getting off the call. So I called back a week later, and the person was still coughing. Almost, every sentence there was a cough, and you could hear the mucus, the congestion from the cough. And so again, the person stated they're going to go to the doctors because they weren't sure, again, if they have pneumonia, really think they have pneumonia. And it doesn't matter about taking medication. They have given up on it because it wasn't doing anything. So this is where I said, okay, is it possible that something may have happened? If you think about it, anything cut you off guard that caused a scare or fear for you? No, I don't think so. I mean, can you try and think about it? No, I don't. And people, when they talk to me, they sometimes will say, no, I don't understand that, or I don't do that GNM thing. And I don't force it, but I will always try to assist someone if I can, if they're open to it. So we can help, give people or offer people information. If they don't want it, that's fine. There's no problem. So I did call back, and about few days later, and I think it was about 3 days, and I called back, and it was just to talk about something else. Something else that came up. This is a family member, and I remember speaking to them, and I noticed there's no cough. I said, I noticed you're not coughing. She says, yeah, I just decided to give it some thought about what you said. And the only thing I could come up with was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was in the bathroom and I had almost fallen. That had really scared her. So she said, I said, how'd you feel about it? She said, it really shook me up. So this person lives alone. And if they do fall, they have a hard time getting up. They have to call emergency responders in order to assist them. So this is what her territory fear conflict was, which is what caused the coughing. And then she made the conscious connection. So a lot of people say, is it really that easy? And I always say, yes, it is when we make that connection. But I want to talk about the fifth biological law, which states the so-called disease is part of a significant biological special program that's created to assist us in coping with resolving our biological conflicts. So these are natural processes. These symptoms that we're having, they're all there to assist us. They're meaningful. They're not there to cause harm, and they're not there as soon as it's something that is bad or cold or bacteria that's causing harm with us. So when we make that conscious connection, and I'll go over that, as people always say, you always talk about, what things are, how, the conflict, but how do we resolve it? So we have to step back and realize that our symptoms that we're having, again, if we can rule out severe malnutrition, poison, and accidents, in some cases, we can still assist, then everything else is initiated from a conflict, something that happened emotionally distressing that caught us off guard. And the key is unexpected, and that's referred to as a DHS. So the moment we make the connection, okay, something happened, my symptoms. Why do I have nasal congestion? Why am I coughing? So when did it start? We break the association. Okay, so it's not related to the change of the weather. It's not related to something going around or that my grandchildren were here or even stress. Okay, I'm going to set all of that aside. Now, let me look at the timeline. This happened 3 or 4 weeks ago. And then what was going on? Think back. What was happening during that time that was unexpected for you? A lot of times it's something that we got away from. And if it was something that happened at work, we got home, and this is where we get the symptoms. So when we make the conscious connection, that my symptoms are actually related to that emotional distress or that DHS that occurred, whenever it occurred, then and only then do we go in, we can complete our healing. We've already went in healing, but in order to get through that. So anyone who has any kind of chronic condition means we simply hadn't made the connection that our conflict is related to what happened unexpectedly, just like the last person who had the coughing. She was thinking that it had to do with bronchitis, probably that it's something going around, it has to do with the weather, and there's a disconnect. Only when she made that conscious connection, she said it suddenly stopped, that her coughing suddenly stopped because she had made that connection. So I want to share, if you like this, I hope that you like it. Again, I'm going to get out and do more training. I want to share with you some upcoming trainings, the first Thursday of each month, and the next one is February 6th at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do an introduction, go in much greater detail, and give more examples in case it's an opportunity to, when you register, which is required, for you to submit your questions. If you have questions, I will be able to incorporate that into the lecture to the best of my ability and try to for an introduction. Please register. It's free. Saturday, March 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a webinar online with Dr. Alvin and Caroline, PhD, on the topic of breast cancer, just 30 Canadian dollars. It's going to be a 2-hour lecture. And then Tuesday, February 11th at 8 p.m. And yes, it's 8 p.m. I'm doing another webinar, and it's going to be on the hearing conflicts with tinnitus. So anyone who has any type of hearing conflict, submit your questions. It's only $5. And I hope that you go to the website and enjoy more of the cases. There's cases, myself, Dr. Alvin's, there's testimonials on the case on my website, resources, go to the Learning GNM website, as well as to my website. There's other more information on how I incorporate hypnosis and German medicine. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to be doing more again. So I hope that if you're interested, feel free to subscribe. and look out for any other types of short snippets that I'm going to do. I already received a request for someone with cold sores, so that's going to be next. If you have an interest in cold sores, please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you or seeing your comments. And thank you for stopping in. Take care. Bye.